And I think that's the most important thing about YouTube it's the consumer's decision to go out of their way, out of their life, to go and to press a subscribe button for some reason, psychologically within the human being, is difficult. So for you to do that, it is a big step. And then now you've committed to that person, and to just turn the TV on, you're just used to getting whoever you want. But with people who consume YouTube, they know that this is their decision. They can collate this in whatever way they want to do it. And it's an exciting venture for someone who's just starting a channel or whatever to go, and I'm going to follow this guy, I'm going to follow that guy, I'm going to follow Friendly Jordies because I like his take on this. That doesn't happen in the mainstream media. You get what you're given. It's like having dinner when you're a kid. Like, it's not a restaurant. You don't get to choose. You just get what mum cooks. And the mainstream media is mum. And then when you get older and you walk out to a restaurant, there's a big menu in front of you, like, oh my God, my eyes are open. You get to choose whatever you want. I guess it's a positive thing and a negative thing too. People go down one of my mates the other day, he was talking about the current virus that we can't talk about due to demonetization, the super sore throat virus. And he was saying that he heard a very interesting thing on a conversation on YouTube. And I said, who was talking about that? He said, oh, this really, interesting guy called David Icke. And I was like, oh yeah, all right, just take it easy when you go down the rabbit hole on David Icke, or you'll start calling the Queen a lizard. But that's the thing, you choose your own echo chamber and all that type of business. But I think it's so important what we both have, large audiences on a platform where people choose to be involved with what you're doing.
Well, this is the whole thing. At the end of the day, it's democratic. It's like, you can't, even if you're not a fan of like David Icke or something like that, it's like that guy built it because he has an audience there, and you can at least respect the entertainment hustle of that guy.
Yes.
He's speaking to someone, he's worth his salt. That's the thing that I think is just so egregious about the mainstream media, is it's just like, it's like anyone who will just spout. First of all, it's a big nepotism network. That's the first thing that I don't like about it. But the second part, I think, is just that as long as you're willing to spout the agenda of your owner and just, relay it of whether or not you agree with it, you are going to have a place there for life.
Yes.
I think that's just really, it's bad. It's a terrible thing for democracy to begin with. You shouldn't have, one billionaire owning 70% of a nation's media. That's insane. But the other thing is that, whether or not you agree with someone who's made a platform online, they're authentic. They actually believe what they're saying. That means that, there's a to and fro there that you can agree or disagree with. But these people just come up on your screen day after day saying, these are my talking points, and then they're off, and then they just move on to the next talking points. And you can't, that there's no engagement there, because they're not doing it because they think it. They're doing it because of the paycheck at the end. I can guarantee you that is what Joe Hildebrand says when he writes most of his articles. It's just can I keep my job so I can pay my mortgage off? That's all he's thinking.